the prospect has a need for the product that you are selling, and that is where you have to prepare very properly to ensure that you know what the customer needs. Otherwise, you're trying to sell him a phone, but he actually wants something else. Okay, and the, additionally as well, you would qualify a prospect by, doesn't have to means. It's very easy if you have a customer that you have all the information on that you can prepare, then you can actually see if that person, by looking at their buying trends, if they would qualify. That's what they do when people buy houses and cars, which are expensive items. They pre-qualify you. You have to submit your application to the bank, and you get a pre-qualification saying, yes, you do qualify for X amount of money, so therefore you can buy the house. They do that. They have to do that. I mean, what's the point? How many of you are full-time employed or employees? None of you. You go up to the bank. I would follow my back if one of you actually get back to the letter and said you've been pre-approved to buy a house. Based on what? Okay, so you have to submit your bank statements and your proof of income and stuff like that. So that's why they do that. That's qualifying that prospect. Okay, which they're able to afford the product you're trying to sell. Otherwise, you're going to get them back in 3 weeks' time and say, some silly excuse. This thing's broken. Let's admit these guys again. Okay, Landon is back. Wanda is back. Put the same screen on for them again. Welcome back, Landon. Thank you. 25 past, right? 20 past. The period finishes. I've been so out of it. I don't know. I mean, so I'm asking. 9:25, 10:20, 10:25. I'm not sure. Listen, thanks, Landon. With the test, as I said, I didn't have too many problems. I think the class average, and that is for both groups. No, I'm thinking about SOP. The personal selling class average, I think, was 59 or 60. Okay. There weren't too many very high scores, and I think maybe one, if any, just under 50. It was under 50, it was 47 or something. It wasn't way down there, nothing, whatever. Okay, so very close to, let's say, 45, and between 45 and 80, the majority. And obviously, yes, with a class average of 60 and not two, and probably, yeah, one or two, maybe max, under 50, you can, I think you can actually conclude that your results were pretty much between 60 and 80 to get you that average. Who found it difficult? What were your basic, let's just finish the last 15 minutes of the session. I'm not going to start now. I'm going to rather start the next session for you guys online as well with a discussion of your next assignment, assignment 2. Okay, it's already up on Moodle, it's already available, but let's just discuss it and make sure that you are clear on what every question is about. What I want from you is, this is an opportunity because very few of you actually attended the Zoom sessions. It was on the Thursday classes we had, to be honest with you. Maybe that first week. After that, it was me and Dana chatting, and then Deidre up in Windhoek. Okay, so that was pretty much it. What was your greatest challenges? This is not a blame and shame session. Don't worry. Okay, seriously. What was your greatest challenges in the third term? I mean, we only got 3 weeks left, but it doesn't. You don't have 3 weeks left for the college. We've got next year and the year after as well. Okay, then you won't be with the college. Then you will be with Stadio. Okay, so what was your greatest challenges? What was difficult? I can tell you what, this was difficult getting up this morning for me. Coming here, because usually, I mean, you get up, make a cup of coffee, get your tracksuit on, there we go, and you're ready to go. But now it was that hour earlier because you had to negotiate traffic, and What was your greatest challenges? How many 10 past 8 classes do you have? A lot. So you would have preferred to actually stay at home. It's 3 more weeks, don't worry. What was your greatest challenges? Anybody? I mean, as I said, this is really, it's to improve the quality of what we deliver and the mistakes that we make, that we can nullify that. Yes. The time, was it too much? Why? I'll make you a deal. I'll do 3 hours for the final. It has been set already, 3 hours. We'll do the prep for that very shortly as well. Okay. Okay. What was the reason for that? Was the reason because if your reason is that you were running back to your manual the whole time to search for the answers, then obviously you will run out of time. Okay. Because then it was like the 10 steps in the selling process. I knew it was on page 7. But not my manual. But it means that if you know your manual and you know your work, it will be very easy. You will answer the question and just quickly verify it from the manual. But it does take time. That's why I always say it's still open book test, open book test. Okay, fine. Open book test, but less time. Okay. So that wasn't the reason why it was done like that. We have a sort of a equation, Josh, where we work on so many points for so many hours. But I think also we've all learned a lot during the lockdown. The first test that we set at the end of the previous term, when we were new into lockdown, way much time for the question. Now you get the hang of it as well, and the way in which you structure the questions. So yes, I think we're getting the balance right between, I want you to be there for 3 hours if it's a 3-hour paper, but I also don't want you to worry that, damn, I mean, if I only had an extra half an hour. Okay, so to find that balance, I think we're almost there. I think we're there. We'll be there for the next one, definitely. But yes, that's a valid concern. Thanks. Anybody else? I'm not just talking about the paper, I'm talking in general. Access of internet where you were, was it fine? Was it difficult? When Eskom was part of the equation, it was tough. Okay, then I'm sitting here. I came in one day to lecture from here because there was no load shedding here. But all the students were in areas where there weren't load shedding. So I couldn't stream it to them anyway. But the reverse also happens. Or then, for instance, you stream a session and half the class in the area where that's in load shedding. So I mean, unfortunately, it's recorded, but that's not ideal. Ideal is to actually have this interaction and have the backup of the recording. And yes, all the sessions that we're doing now, as I said, it's going live for Landon and Londo, who's at home at the moment, and everybody else who wants to join, participate. But it's also recorded, converted, and then uploaded at the end of business. I've got until 4 o'clock. I've got class, so I'll only upload it, convert and upload it tonight. But it will be available on Moodle, like it has been previously. Okay, you'll still have your online schedule with your links for the videos. Okay, that continues. Yes. I'm glad that we could finally now communicate, because I mean, my problems were sorted out and you immediately responded to my reply. That's good. Yes.
Submitting that. So when the thing like just eventually runs out, you can't submit and sign off. We have to message you, and then you also take long, and this is the whole.
I know that's That's a common challenge that we have over all the faculties, yes. But I think at the end of the day, everything's up and running now, and we're fine. You can communicate with me. Who got the announcement? Who saw the announcement yesterday about today's link, whatever? Okay, so you are on Moodle and you're checking your messages. I know that, and it's a fact, that your generation are not very keen on communicating via emails. Okay, I know that. Yep. I'm, on the other hand, not going to text a 7,000 character message either. Okay, so for that specific purpose, do we have class this afternoon? Boom, WhatsApp's fine. Yes. Anything beyond that, question 3, sir, this I'm not 100% sure, that's going to be email. Okay, so for that, either use my email or use the forum. There won't be a problem. We fixed all the problems that that resulted in not immediate feedback from lecturers. But the fact is, we only know the problem once the problem surfaces, and then we address it, we fix it. It's fixed now. So the fact is, you can communicate with me, and please communicate with me. I know some of you have communicated with me, and hopefully I've responded sufficiently, but now it's crunch time. Obviously, it's 24/7. Okay, I've got an extra monitor at home now. This one is always open on my email, my Prestige email. This one is always open on my private one. You won't have access to that, but I also need to do it because I've got some other clients I attend to as well. And then I know I can immediately, boom, something comes through, I'll check the screen, whatever. So I hide it sometimes when I watch a football, like last night, for instance. But I know that if an email comes through, I can hear it and I respond to it because it's still open in the background. And yes, use that medium. And if the concern, if a student asks me a question related to work,